What should we do about growth in a sustainability context? That's the theme of this small video. My name is Jasper Steinhausen and this is Outside Perspective, where I give you perspectives on subjects in the intersection between business and sustainability. And this time around I'll be talking about growth, and the reason for doing that is that last week I gave another presentation around how do you get sustainability to the top of the agenda in your business, and I got a question once again that I get every once in a while when I do these presentations, and it goes something along the lines of, well, how much does it matter that we make all these good initiatives when they're outpaced by the growth in the company? And so basically that question around what do we do on growth, and where are we gonna, as people that want to make changes in the world, how are we gonna relate to growth and what are we gonna do? I like to see that using the analogy of a phone. So if you imagine the world and the marketplace as being a phone, and every phone has an operating system, and if you ever tried, you come across this, hear about a new app or something, you feel, hey, this is great, this is just what I need, and then it turns out that it does not function, it's not made for your Android or your iPhone or whatever you have. So clearly, if you try to install it, it will not work. And today, with the operating system of the world, capitalism is the backbone of the operating system. You can like it or not, it's not really important. The fact is that the operating system of the world today is capitalism. So if you create apps that do not serve on those, they do not work. And that means that we have, as I see it, two major types of tasks going on simultaneously. So one of them is that we need to create a new and smarter operating system. Unfortunately, currently, this process is very, very immature. So whenever somebody starts talking about degrowth or about limits to growth or post-growth or steady state or whatever it's called, people jump right into the trenches and start throwing stuff at each other. Right? It's kind of like watching 5-year-olds in a fight on the playground. Right? It's very, very immature. So we have a bit of work to do here to bring smart people together from different backgrounds and competencies to develop a new and a smarter operating system that builds on the best of what we have today, but clearly without all the negative consequences that our current capitalistic model has. So that's one part, that's one job. And the other one that's going on is to say, well, how do we create the absolute best apps that we can functioning in the current operating system? And that's where I fit in, that's what I do, that's where I specialize, is to figuring out how do you actually create businesses and products that serve as a force for good. And it's absolutely possible. But that's one type of job. And if we go back to the original part of the question about what to do about growth, well, for me, the force for good companies are the ones we really want to grow. Whereas the other ones, well, not so much. But I still think that it doesn't make sense to have that question whether or not we should accept growth, because for right now there is no alternative. There isn't another system that you could say you could run the global economy on. So again, to summarize, there are two types of jobs. One to create a new and smarter and alternative, and the other one to make the best possible apps or businesses and products using the current system. So I hope this helps, and as always, I would like comments or feedback, a like, or perhaps share it if you think it's that important. And I'll see you in another episode. Bye.